So I just have something, not real long, but it just sort of spoke to me. So I just want to share this. If the mountain seems too big today, then climb a hill instead. If morning brings you sadness, it's okay to stay in bed. If the day ahead feels heavy and your plans feel like a curse, there's no shame in rearranging. Don't make yourself feel worse. If a shower stings like needles and a bath feels like you'll drown, if you haven't washed your hair for days, don't throw away your crown. A day is not a lifetime. A rest is not defeat. Don't think of it as failure, just a quiet, kind retreat from an anxious, fractured mind. The world will not stop turning while you get realigned. The mountain will still be there when you want to try again. You can climb it in your own time. Just love yourself till then. And that is by Laura Ding Edwards.
I'm so glad to be able to share my thoughts with you today, and hopefully you'll feel the same by the time I'm done. I'm not sure if I volunteered or I was volunteered because it seems everyone is under the weather these days, and I'm the furthest along in recovering from whatever lingering head cold I brought into 2024 with me. While everyone else was drinking champagne, I was just days away from snorting Zycam. And I'm sure this talk will have a point to it, and perhaps you can let me know what that is when I'm done, because I'm honestly not sure where this is going. Other than a little fatigue and brain fog, I am feeling much better though, and I'm not really one for resolutions. But imagine my disappointment after days of leading up to the new year, totally psyching myself into believing that not only will this be my year, but this will also be the year I get healthy again. Many of you know the last 3 years have been difficult for me health-wise after dealing with breast cancer, the effects of the radiation after my lumpectomy, not to mention the medication I'm still on, really takes its toll on one's body. So imagine my disappointment coming into 2024 after declaring it will be my healthy year, coming in with whatever this head cold thing was. And I don't mean to complain, but pain takes its toll on you after a while. It can certainly affect one's disposition. And please don't mistake my complaining for lack of gratitude, because I still wake up every morning with breath in my lungs and an appreciation for life, at least when I'm finally able to wake up, because unfortunately I'm no longer a morning person and I'm definitely not a night person. So I'm not quite sure what kind of person I am these days. Just a tired person, I suppose. But when I do finally wake up, I'm excited to see what the day has to offer me. Forever the optimist, forever hopeful it will be my best day yet. Even with a few aches and pains, I fully understand what an honor it is to exist. I'm so very grateful and blessed to be here with all of you in this lifetime we share. And please don't mistake my frustration for depression. I'm not in a state of depression. I have moments of disappointments, but do my best to move on after allowing myself to work through it as best as I can. I remind myself that I am human with human emotions. I'm just angry that my body isn't cooperating, and I'm angry that my doctor would rather have me think it's old age rather than the effects of what I've been through. I'm certainly older, but I don't consider myself to be old. My grandmother was old, although I am a grandmother too, but still, I'm not old. I know how detrimental anger and frustration can be to one's health, and I know I'm not alone in how to figure out how to navigate these emotions at times. I know it's not in my best interest to stay in that state of mind. I know I have to let go. To do anything less would be a waste of precious time, as it appears to be ticking away quickly. You could just ask my doctor. I've done things, I've done many readings over the years for people who are grieving, and I know there are stages of grief. And recently, I read for a woman who was most definitely in the anger stage. She expressed it, and I could feel it bubbling up like an unopened, shaken bottle of champagne. She was mad that she lost her loved one. She was angry and she was in tears and she was yelling. And I'd never seen that stage so intensely before. And after the reading, I spent some time talking to her and told her it was okay to grieve however she needed to, but also tried to help her see that her emotions were so strong because the love between them was equally as strong. After the reading and the evidence presented to her, she felt some relief and was grateful to know her husband was still at her side. I could feel the peace within her. We know there are 5 stages of grief: denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and finally acceptance. And I think grief isn't just limited to the loss of a person. I grieve a lot of things in my life: loved ones lost, pets, relationships I used to have, not to mention my old healthy self. I purposely allow myself to be angry though, because for me, anger is empowerment. My anger and frustration challenges me to find solutions. And that will now be my new theme for 2024, finding solutions. I won't give up because I still have so much to do, and I hope anyone else feeling frustrated or hopeless won't give up either. Find solutions. And if you can't find them on your own, ask for help. Honestly, I can't imagine a better, more supportive community to do just that. If I continue to complain, it's just the pain talking, so forgive me my humanness. I truly appreciate your kindness and support. It really can be challenging at times to navigate our way through difficulties with a permanent smile on your face, but I'll do my best. Sometimes I think it's just stuck that way. I try to smile so much that even when I'm angry, my husband looks at me and say, "Why are you smiling?" It's just the thing, and it gets stuck. So that's okay. Um, but I think for this new year, and I ask of all of you to let's make it a year that we encourage and uplift each other, not just within the confines of our community, but outside of these walls as well. How wonderful it would be if we could do that for each other. And I know this talk is relatively short because I want to give Alex an opportunity to do what he does.
Take your time. You're
Uh,
like the keep going.
But I was going to say before I concluded, I wanted to read the poem that Deb already so nicely shared with us. So I do have something else today that I'd like to share. I said a prayer for you today, and know God must have heard. I felt the answer in my heart, although he spoke no word. I didn't ask for wealth or fame. I knew you wouldn't mind. I asked him to send treasures of a far more lasting kind. I asked that he'd be near you at the start of each new day, to grant you health and blessings and friends to share your way. I asked for happiness for you in all things great and small, but it was for his loving care I prayed the most of all. God bless and thank you.